Hello, friends. Hello, colleagues. Hello, family. Hello, listeners. This is the Platinum Business Break Podcast, and this is Volume 5, Episode 78. And it's called, hey, this is it. It's halftime, baby. Halftime warning. Mid-year wake-up call. It's halftime, and the game is not over. Everyone, welcome back to the Platinum Business Break Podcast. And I'm Dan Owens, and this is the show where we talk the plain truth, no fluff, and a little bit of grit, and how to build a world-class business, even if it feels like the world is on fire. Look, it's officially halftime. We're at the end of Q2, or second quarter, for those of you who don't know what that means. And it means one thing: the excuses go in the trash. And the scoreboard, well, it is what it is. Today's episode is your mid-year halftime wake-up call. We're going to talk numbers. We're going to talk momentum. We're going to talk about how not to waste the back half or the last half of 2025. And yes, I'm going to step on some toes, but I promise it's only because I want to help you finish strong for 2025. Let's call it what it is. Some of you are ahead of plan, and that's great, riding high. But a lot of you are spinning your wheels in the gravel, and you got missed quotes, you got missed opportunities, and you're in panic mode because you're not hitting your numbers. The National Association of Manufacturers reports that 14% slowdown in commercial construction activity in Q1 compared to 2024. And according to Dodge Construction Outlook, the bid activity is up, but award conversation is down by nearly 10%. So that means there's more noise, there's more competition, and less margin for error. And you're just hoping for, third and fourth quarter to pick up on their own. But look, I got news for you. They won't. But here's the big but. Here's the what you've been waiting for. It's not too late, but it's time to act. Again, not trying to spin panic mode, just trying to be real with you. And we're going to bust a few myths that are floating around out there in too many building product boardrooms and break rooms and in executive meetings. Okay, so we're going to talk 4 myths that I'm going to bust right now. So myth number 1. Our business is running fine. No, it's not. More than likely, based on companies that I talk with, the wheels are falling off because there's no systems, there's no processes, and you're not executing the basics flawlessly, and you're making it hard for your customers to do business with you. Hey, here's the reality check. Most companies in our space aren't even executing the basics. And here's a stat from you. This is from Bridges Building Consultancy. It's the Global Strategy Execution Survey. Only 6% of executives report that they are satisfied with their organization's performance in executing strategy. Here's another stat. This is from the IDC Business Efficiency Study. Companies lose 20 to 30% of annual revenue. Again, say that again. They lose 20 to 30% of annual revenue due to operational inefficiencies and poor execution. And if you're saying fine, well, that's the new failing, okay? It means your team isn't aligned, accountable, and executing with precision, and you're probably bleeding cash, and you're probably losing margin, whether you see it or not. All right, myth number 2. We just need more leads. No, you need a system. You've got plenty of leads. You're leaking 60% of the leads you already have, so more leads isn't going to help. That's just going to bury you faster. Here's the reality check. You're drowning in unconverted opportunities. So here's a stat from Marketing Sherpa. 61% of business-to-business or B2B marketers send leads directly to sales without any qualification. And only 27% of those leads are contacted only one time. Okay, so your leads aren't going anywhere, folks. The average business-to-business company or companies in our space never follow up with 70% of their inbound leads. And that's according to InsideSales.com. So again, you don't have a lead problem. You have a follow-up and conversion problem. More leads just means more waste unless you fix your system. All right, that was myth number 2. Myth number 3. People are saying, oh, we have a CRM and it's fine, it's working. Look, if you're still quoting from spreadsheets and if you're relying on Outlook reminders or asking reps, did you follow up on that job from last month? It's not fine, it's broken, and it's costing you sales. It's costing you deals. Here's a reality check. Most CRMs are just glorified filing cabinets. Here's a stat for you, and this is from CSO Insights. 91% of companies with more than 11 employees use a CRM, but half of their sales teams don't use it consistently. Wow, that's a huge waste. And what does that mean? That means most sales reps, sales professionals still rely on email, spreadsheets, texts, or Post-it notes on their desk or in their car, which means deals are slipping through the cracks and nobody knows until it's too late. So if your CRM isn't driving behavior, follow up and visibility, it's not a tool, it's a time suck. Let's go to myth number 4. Sales training, we don't have time for that right now. Really? So you don't have time to equip the people responsible for all of your revenue. That's like saying you don't have time to fuel the truck that's supposed to deliver your product. Look, I've been in your seat. I've lived the 100 email days, ghosted quotes, and the chaos. And that's exactly why I built the DISC behavior-based sales training. Look, here's the reality check. You cannot afford not to train. But why does mid-year sales training work? And again, this is backed by data. Okay, first one, this is from the Sales Management Association. Companies that conduct mid-year training or performance reviews see up to a 29% increase in second half revenue performance. Wow, that's huge. But why is that? It's because training at mid-year really does 3 things. It realigns reps with shifting goals and market dynamics. Number 2, it reinforces what's working and corrects what's not working. And number 3, provides a morale and motivation boost right when the burnout starts creeping in. And look, I'm telling you, I've done this for years and years and years. And usually by this time, the summer's hit and man, you're already tired. It's going to be third quarter before we know it. Organizations that reinforce sales skills through ongoing training outperform others by 20% in quote attainment. That's according to the RAIN group. Now, mid-year is key because of several things. Number 1, first quarter and second quarter, Q1, Q2 results reveal clear patterns. Now you can target training in the real gaps. Second thing is there's still time to make adjustments that impact your fiscal year end. And number 3, it aligns with natural sales cycles and building products, where Q3 sets the tone for a strong finish in Q4 the fourth quarter, especially for distributor and contractor activity. And again, I've been with either with companies or working for companies, and we totally, this time of year, we're checked out. We're on vacation. Everything, it's busy. We're not sitting here looking at, okay, let's do a postmortem on the first half of the year. I've never seen a company do that in my 35 plus years. You need to start doing that. Here's the bottom line. Mid-year sales training isn't a luxury. It's your halftime locker room. You go in, reset, and you come out swinging, or you just wing it and wonder why Q4 is a disaster. And let's kind of start bringing this to a close. So how can we help get you back on track if you're off track? Well, number 1 is what we call our 90-day sprint. This is our signature consulting engagement. We call it the Platinum Performance Operating System, or let's eliminate the chaos. We come in, we assess, we help you rebuild. We pick 1 or 2 issues that are standing in your way from hitting your goals, and we solve those in 90 days. It consists of weekly meetings, scorecards, real accountability, and an operating clarity across your team. So you walk out 90 days later, aligned, efficient, and ready to scale. Okay, the second thing is our DISC behavior-based sales training, what I call our Commission Pro Sales Accelerator. Sales isn't about pressure, it's about behavior. So this training is built in the DISC behavior model. We show your team how to read the buyer, adapt the pitch, and close like pros. Think of the poker tell. This is not a sales pitch. They're going to read the room. And the last one, a CRM system that was built for you. Look, I didn't, just wake up one day and go, hey, we need a CRM. Look, I've been using CRM for a long time, okay, for over 15, almost 20 years. And based on that experience, I constructed what's called the Platinum Build Suite CRM for the building products world. So if you're a contractor, a manufacturer, a rep group, distributor, even if you're an architect, this software speaks your language. Quote tracking, automated follow-up, project pipelines. In other words, customized pipelines or opportunity pipelines for your part of the channel, and built-in sales coaching prompts. So really, there's 3 things right there that could help. Q3, third quarter, is make it or break it. And Q4 is closer than you think. The winners are locking in their systems now, so they're going to be ready for the fall sprint. Well, the rest, they'll be in October wondering what happened. It's like, oh my gosh, we're behind again. So look, I'm offering a free 30-minute strategy call. And just look, there's contact information below. Hit me up, no pitch, just straight feedback on where you're at, why you're stuck, and what do we fix first. You've made it this far, so now let's make the rest of the year count. All right, friends, that's all I've got. Again, this is episode 78, volume 5. This is the mid-year wake-up call. It's halftime, baby, but it's not game over. If this hits you between the eyes, well, that's good. That's what we're here for. follow, subscribe, and just, let us know if you're ready to stop the chaos, to help train your team or finally get your systems aligned. So go over to platinumbusinessconsulting.com. That's platinumbusinessconsulting.com. There's a link below, and I've got your back. But until then, stay sharp, lead well, and let's build something that lasts. See you next time. Bye.